Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is Thursday, December 16, 2021. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report. We're going to look at the S&P today. We're going to look at the futures, the Nasdaq. We may even take a little peek at Tesla here before we're done. But let's get right into what we put out yesterday to our subscribers. On the 15th, the case for a wave 4 triangle. There are a lot of different ways to count this. Expanded flat is still in, correction complete, but making the case for a triangle here. And I know this is a mess, and there's a lot of different ways to count it, and there's a lot of overlap there. But I made the case for a triangle here with an A down and a B up. Let me show you guys. Let me get this a better view here where you can see all of it better this way. Here we go. Okay, we are looking at, let me get it over here. Okay, there. Okay, so there's a descending triangle pattern. We got a flat top and a descending bottom. There's an ascending triangle with an ascending top and a flat bottom. There's a contracting triangle with a descending top and ascending bottom, and there's an expanding triangle with an expanding top and a descending bottom. So all those are possible. All of those are in play. And I want to make a note, this B wave here, that was yesterday's high. It could make a new high. And as you'll see, well, before I do that, I want to get back. This was the expanding triangle that actually I discovered back in 2018, shortly after that B wave high. It was, people may not have known it, that was a little over 2-year bear market. That was a January. Let me make this bigger here again so we can see this a little bit better, because that one's on a page by itself. Okay, that's a weekly chart, and let's get through all that. Just so you guys, this was the last triangle to be formed. There we go. There's the January 2018 high. A down, B up. You can see B makes a higher high. C makes a lower low than A. D makes a higher high than B. And E makes a lower low. What happens at the end of triangles? Whoosh, this, you get a thrust up out of a triangle, okay? Long way to go. This one lasted over 2 years. 2 years and about 3 or 4 months, actually. But we're looking at one of these type of triangles here. Again, just for review, there's the expanding, which we had in 2018 to 2020. The contracting, okay, and there is the ascending triangle pattern. And last but not least, the descending triangle pattern. So let's get into today's report here, okay? And here we see futures and cash markets diverge, okay? As you may or may not know, let me get this in view here a little bit. The cash contract on the left so far has a lower wave B. Can it make same high a flat? Yes. Can it go higher like the futures? Yes. We'll see if the cash market is going to continue to diverge from the futures, or if it's going to follow the futures. So we'll see what happens over the next probably 2 days. But both of them have an A down and a B up. As you see in the cash market, the B is a lower high. So it appears at this time it's either developing a descending or a contracting triangle, whereas the futures has a higher high. So that would portend an expanding or an ascending triangle. Expanding would be higher highs and lower lows, and an ascending triangle would be higher highs and a flat bottom. So we'll see how that plays out, okay? And subscribers got all this information in advance, so I want to let you guys know that there's our disclaimers there and our awards over the years. Okay, you can check all that out, and then also our subscription services there. Free trial, video on demand, annual, and of course the monthly is the most popular. We get out reports at least once a day, except usually on Fridays. And before I forget, we want to, well, we don't have it readily available here, do we? Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe and all that stuff. Let me see. I may be able to pull that out over here real quick. I thought I had that available. Give me a minute. There we go. Thank you guys for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the reminder bell and the like button, and it's all down there. Okay. Thank you guys. Now we want to get into, so that's the different case scenarios for triangles. Let me see. I may just get into this here. No, that's not what we want. Yeah, this could play out a few different ways. So let's just keep that triangle in play. Expanded flat is still in play. I did want to show you guys one other scenario here that we need to put on the table, if you will. And this is at October 4 low. Let me get a retracement here. Okay, let's do this. This is an hourly bar of the cash S&P. It's possible that this wave here is complete and this correction is complete here at the 50% retracement. Again, this could be an A, B, or a 1, 2 with a higher wave B, up here, and an expanded flat. All those are in play. The triangle's in play. A lot of different counts in play. So the market will reveal itself. We just got to be aware of the different possibilities, okay? So let's get into, I wanted to show the futures. Since you saw, I'm going to get back to that picture here real quick for a point of reference. Okay, the futures made a higher high. So it'll make it's already well on its way to the C wave down compared to the cash. Look at that. We'll see how this plays out, but this C could either be flat or even with wave A, or it could make a lower low, but it looks like that's in play. But we'll check out this wave pattern here in the futures since it made a new high, if that would happen to be 5. Again, that's another possibility with the futures making a new high and the cash never confirming it. Okay, divergence there. So there's the March futures. This is a 10-minute bar, and there's that new all-time high in the March futures. It happened this morning before the cash market opened. You can see, we'll diagram this here real quick. Let's get an extension, and we've got one down here, 2 up there. That, by the way, 3, 4, 5 could be 3, 4, 5, or it could be extended almost to the 1.618. Let me just show you guys. It could be 3, 4. Let's just put both scenarios up there, and let's see where 3 got more than 1-to-1, and what does 5 do. I haven't even looked at this yet. See, 5 is not quite equal to 1. That's why I had it the other. It doesn't have to be. 5's minimum requirement is to get lower than 3. It did, but I like this count better for now until it's proven wrong. Okay, let's get that over there. So let's see, what did, let's move that. Let's see what, where a 5 target. If 4 is over, we'll get into that real quick there in a second here. Whoops, went the wrong way. 5 gains equality with 1 at 46.27. That's if this 4 is complete there. Let's do this real quick. Let's remove that. Let's get retracement targets for wave 4. Here we go, as it stands there at that high, and that is right in between the 382 and the 618, which is 46.79. The 382 is 46.70. For what it's worth, the 618 is 46.88. Now this could be A, B, C. So let me throw 4 up here. Remember, 4 cannot go above the wave 1 low right here, which is 46.9250. So let's get a ABC, see if this 4 is a little bit longer than it already is, if it's not quite done yet. So if this is A and this is B, and that could still go lower, we'll temporarily throw C up here, and we'll see how that plays out. This is live, by the way, so currently that's where it is. Let's get this extension. Okay, let's see if I can get that pretty tight. There's A, and for now that is B. Wow, I'm just now doing this. Look at that. C equals A right there where the 618 retracement is. There we go. That would be a nice place for it. It holds below the wave 1 low, we'll see how that plays out overnight or even into tomorrow morning. What is that number? Let me get it's 46.88, 25 and 75. So it's 46.88. But that's a nice conglomerate, if you will, of conglomerate of two of price targets there. So that would be nice. Not required, but it would be nice in a Fibonacci way if it went there. And then that would be a great trading opportunity because 4 can't go higher than 1. So if you went short here or bought puts, you would get out right here and you'd have all this to the downside. Okay, speaking of that, let's just say, let's leave that up there, okay, and let's do an extension from there. Let's remove this. We know where that is. It's right on that number. And let's see where 5 equals 1 from that higher 4th wave or wave C. So there's 1, and that's where 4 would be if it went up here. Getting a little ahead of ourselves, but why not? And there's where 5 equals 1 at 46.3750 and a 1.618 at 46.0550. Remember, this is the futures, the March EMini Futures for the S&P. Let's leave that there and let's get into the Nasdaq. Here's the Nasdaq all-time high on November 22nd. As you can see, we have 1 down, 2 up, 3 down, 4 up, and 5 down. Slight overlap there, so we'd have to identify that as a beginning diagonal triangle. Again, I've mentioned this several times and even earlier in this video just a few minutes ago. The 4s have been buttoned up right up to the 1s, and it's we even did I think a trading video on that where you know where you're wrong or where your count is wrong. And this one, it just went above it, so I think it did by less than a point. But anyway, it's 5 waves down. If it did go over, it's a beginning diagonal triangle. Let's see where the retracement went. Fibonacci retracement from the all-time high to that low, and it's sitting right on the 618, okay? So we can put our larger degree of trend in there. Let's do that if I can hit the right button here. Okay, here's a 1 down. There's a 2 up. I have to change that degree. And then we have 3, 4, and 5. Those aren't where they need to be, but we'll get them there. Okay, let's put this at a larger degree of trend. And there we go. Okay, so that is 1. That's a perfect 2. And we'll see where this is going. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 right there. Let me get rid of this. Let's see what we got here. I haven't really looked at the Nasdaq. Let's see here. Let's get a retracement of that. Okay, there's 5 waves down. That went above the 618. Did it hit the 786? Let's take a gander here and see. Yeah, look at that. Wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, there's 2. Let's, I don't know if we need to label that. Well, let's do. All right, we're going to really dissect this here. Let's put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up there. We'll make it a different color so we know which one it is. There's a 1, there's a 2. Let's just put 3, 4, and 5 off here. Let's make them a smaller degree of trend, and let's make them a different color. Let's get in here with purple. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have a 1 and a 2 in parentheses, and then we have a 1 and a 2. This should be 3 of 3. Interesting. Okay, let's see how this unfolds with some Fibonacci extensions. We know that already hit the 786. Let's remove that so we don't have too many lines confusing in here. Let's get an extension for wave 3. If wave 2 was complete at the 786 high, you can see there is the 1 and the 1618. The 1 is 48.8969, and the 1618 is 14.88969, and the 1618 is 14.43263. Let's see if we can get the larger degree of trend to line up with any of those. And I'm doing this cold because I haven't really looked at this yet. This is the Nasdaq. There's 1 down. There is 2 up. You can see the larger wave 3 in parentheses here gets a target of 14.505, and let's get the, oh, look at that, it lines up nicely down there. Let's put 3 at a 1.618 right here, and that is 13.688, something like that. Okay, Let's get that 1, 2, and this will unfold something like this. 3 and 4. No, it won't be there. 3 and 4 and 5. That's how that'll play out there. Okay, there we go. So that's a nice target. Let me get that actual. Let me get this where we can read it. Okay, 13,707 and 13,693. Those are those numbers. Okay, so that's what the Nasdaq is looking like. The Nasdaq count is clean, unlike the S&P and the divergence with the futures. You can see a clear 5 waves down, a 786 retracement, and then a 1, 2. Okay, so where is this count wrong? Well, this can't be a 3 down if it moves above the wave 2 high here at 15,633, and this count here with a 1, 2 this 2 cannot go higher than this high here, which is 15,795. Always got to know where you're wrong, so you know when to get the next count. Okay, that's the Nasdaq. That's a pretty nice clean count in the Nasdaq. I'll leave that right there. Okay, let's look at Tesla. We haven't done Tesla in a long time. We put it on the video on demand subscription page on Woodson Wave Report back here in January, almost a year ago. We had an ABC correction of 535, and then we had wave 1 up, which was a beginning diagonal triangle because 4 overlapped 1. You can see the dotted line right there. That was 1 up. This was 2 down. Here was 3 up. Again, Tesla does huge multiples in third waves. And then we've got a correction coming down. Okay, you can see this wave 3, the correction targets for Tesla to 382 had already surpassed. The 50% is hanging right on it at 945, and then we have a 618 at 875, and then we have another one down here at 770, I believe it's 4. Yeah, so we got an A down, a B up. This is where C gains equality with A, right on the 50%. It's near there now. It could hold and just overshoot it by a little bit, or it could go down. It's likely if it goes past that 50%, it'll likely go past the 618 and hit down here. Whereas at 774, I believe it is. Yeah. Again, 4 low has to stay above the wave 1 high. So that high there, if I can click on it, is 729. So if that is a 4, it cannot go below 729. And that 774 would stay above there. So long story short, ABC correction complete here, or it could go lower before it takes off in wave 5. It goes below the wave 1 high, then that wasn't a 3, it was a 5. Okay, that's it for that. Let's see, I think we did the futures there, and I want to leave you guys with not that, but this is what we're looking at right now in the S&Ps. We'll see how the cash plays out. Will it follow the futures or will it diverge? We should know in the next few days. Okay, that should do it for today. Until next time, take care, everyone.